This is LGR, London Greek Radio.
Κατέβασε τη δωρεάν εφαρμογή του London Greek Radio από το App Store για iOS και Google Play για Android και συντονίσου. London Greek Radio 103,3. Μας φέρνει πιο κοντά.
This is London Greek Radio. I'm Vasoula, and today we have a very special guest, James House, lead for physical activity and health at British Cycling. We'll be talking about how cycling is transforming communities across England, the health benefits it brings, and how programs like Places to Ride are helping people for all ages get active. Stay tuned for an inspiring conversation on cycling, health, and community impact. Good morning, James. Thank you for joining me today.
Oh, good morning. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you. And I hope the same for you. I'm sure you are keeping well with all this exercise. And to start, James, can you tell us a bit about your role at British Cycling and why you're focused on cycling as a tool for public health?
Yeah, absolutely. My role at British Cycling is, in a nutshell, to get more people riding a bike. So we've been very, very happy with the new research that we've just launched around how cycling can help people improve their health. So the Places to Ride funding that you talked about was £15 million of investment by the government to provide safe, inclusive and off-road facilities in the community. Now, so far, we've delivered over 150 community cycling facilities and opportunities across the whole country. And over 500,000 people have now been active thanks to the Places to Ride funding.
That's amazing, James. And how do you ensure your programs are inclusive and accessible for everyone?
Well, what we do first and foremost is we listen to our communities. We've got some wonderful people that are delivering physical activity and cycling in so many wonderful areas of the country. And the first thing we always do with these programs is we listen to what people's lives are like and we meet them where they are to really understand what is going on in their lives. And we changed our strategy last year when we relaunched it, and our ambition was to bring the joy of cycling to everyone. And the one thing that we have found that's come through very, very strongly through this research is that everybody we've spoken to, everybody we've developed a project with, has told us how many smiles have been brought to people's faces by being on a bike. Being on a bike's a wonderful way to get around, and that sense of freedom, that sense of independence, and more importantly, that sense of belonging that cycling brings by getting people to come together. Sometimes, for the very first time of getting on a bike, we found people that have never even been on a bike before, or who have been on a bike many years ago and have now rediscovered that joy of cycling.
That sounds so inspiring. Do you think, James, someone who used to ride a bike and, maybe after 20 years, 30 years decides to go back, do you think that's possible?
Absolutely. We would actively encourage that, because when we look at the opportunities now through the Places to Ride funding, there are so many wonderful examples of facilities that have either been created or renovated that now allow people to get back on those bikes in a really safe way off the road, but also to build up their confidence. And if they've lost some of those skills, we've got plenty of programs that allow people to relearn some of those skills. And as they always say, once you've ridden a bike, once you've learned to ride a bike, it's a skill for life.
Absolutely. I totally agree, James. Now, is it true that can reduce the GP and A&E visits if you're a bicycle rider, James?
Yeah, so we all know that physical activity and moving our bodies is really important for us. And what we've been able to do with this research with our university and academic partners is we've been able to show that this funding has actually saved the NHS £13.1 million. Now, bearing in mind that the funding was £15 million, that is a huge cost saving. What we've been able to show through some support by national health organisations such as Diabetes UK is this funding has not only helped people's physical health, it's also helped people's mental health and also improve their social health by building those connections within their communities, which is why we're calling on the government to invest a further £30 million to allow us to develop another 250 of these facilities, brand new or refurbished, to really amplify the cost saving that we can have on an already stretched NHS.
Yes, I hope you will get the funding, because I can see you have a huge and amazing plan, James, which is fantastic, and we really thank you for your efforts. Now, for local councils, organizations, or even individuals who want to start or expand cycling initiatives in the areas, what advice would you give?
Come and talk to us.
Okay.
We're open to conversations. We're open to creating new partnerships all the time, because ultimately we want to get more people moving their bodies by being on a bike. And what this funding has shown us is that for every pound that's been invested, we are able to generate a saving of £6.50 in social value. So in terms of how people can get involved, we're asking your listeners to jump onto the British Cycling website or search places to ride on their search engine. And we've created a letter which we'd like people to download and send off to their local MP to support us with this campaign to get more money. Because what is so beautiful about this Places to Ride investment is that we believe it's just the start.
Absolutely, James. And now, looking ahead to Britain hosting the 2027 Men's and Women's Tour de France Grand Depart, how is British cycling planning to leverage this moment to leave a lasting legacy in community cycling?
We are so lucky that we have this opportunity coming to the UK, because what we will be doing through this programme is not only being able to deliver an event on the world stage, we're also going to be able to create those legacy programmes that you talked about then. We've got a wonderful social impact team who are developing and testing programs for all of our communities around the country. We're going to have employability programs. We're going to have arts and culture programs. We're going to have programs that get people on bikes for the very first time and allow them to experience what it feels like to ride a bike. We're going to have programs that specifically target getting more women and girls riding bikes. So what we've been able to do through this major event is we've been able to create a full program of opportunities. So for your listeners, even if they don't currently ride a bike, there are opportunities to come and watch the elite cyclists on the road, but also to maybe give up some time and come and support us, because we're going to need lots of volunteers to deliver this amazing event in 2027.
It sounds fun as well, actually. Thinking about it, James, I'm sure it will be a great opportunity to help, but also to have good time.
Absolutely, and moving your body should be fun. If you enjoy something, you do more of it, and it doesn't feel like physical activity or kind of an effort or a chore. And particularly with this funding, what we've been able to do is we've been able to target new audiences of people who can do that together And that's what's great about cycling, is that if you want to, you can do it on your own with the right skills and the safety put in place. But you can join a group, you can join many groups, you can join a cycling club, and actually you can find wherever you enjoy riding a bike that suits you best.
And I'm sure it will be encouraging as well, because sometimes when you try this, just in a family environment of friends, or, they can laugh at you and you might feel embarrassed. But I'm sure in this, within this environment, it will be really encouraging.
Absolutely. We've got some wonderful, wonderful people involved in delivering these projects who just make you feel so valued and so special. And regardless of where you are currently at, even if you have not ridden a bike for many, many years, they will support you. They will provide that environment which is non-judgmental.
Excellent.
Because ultimately what we are desperate to do is we are desperate to get more of these facilities jumping up around the country, and we can only do that with some additional investment.
Absolutely. And hopefully you will get this funding, additional funding. Where do you see community cycling going to the next 5-10 years, James?
Well, it's a very, very interesting time in the world of cycling, and we are developing new things all the time. I'm working on a new program right as we speak, which is going to bring us forward and use technology to really support people to get onto those bikes. And I think the way cycling is moving, we have got some wonderful infrastructure in place around the country. And I think when people are provided with the knowledge and the information about where they can cycle safely, we're going to see a huge boom in the number of people on their bikes, getting to work, getting to school, going out with friends and family, like you said before. Because cycling is low cost, it's good for the environment, and also you don't have to buy expensive equipment. You can buy a bike from your local recycle hub, or you'll hire them from various places around your towns and communities. So the opportunities to get on a bike are only going to grow.
That's amazing. And thank you for saying this, James, because sometimes we think, we don't have a clue about bicycles. So perhaps you can guide us as well. What is best for us as beginners or going back to riding a bicycle. So that's really helpful. And it's great that you say it doesn't have to be an expensive, the best in the market, bicycle. That's really encouraging.
So as long as your bike is safe,
exactly,
and you wear a helmet, then and with the facilities that we've developed, as I said right at the start, a lot of them aren't getting people onto roads, which we know are busy. These facilities are in some great places around the country, and they are completely free of traffic, and people don't have to worry about the dangers of cars.
Thank you so much, James. And sorry I kept you longer than what I was planning, but this conversation is so inspirational, I feel like, go for it now. Go and give it a try, So thank you so much. Before I let you go, can you please repeat the website that we can find further details?
Yeah, it's britishcycling.org.uk, or search Places to Ride.
Thank you so much for joining me today, James, and all the best. I hope you get the extra funding. I really hope so. All the best, James. Thank you. A huge thank you to James House for sharing his insights and passion for cycling and community health. This is London Greek Radio. I'm Vasoula, and that was James House on how cycling is changing lives, one ride at a time.
This is LGR, London Greek Radio.
Ο αγαπημένος σου ελληνικός σταθμός στα social media. Ακολούθησέ μας στο Instagram και στο TikTok, βρες μας στο Twitter και κάνε like στη σελίδα μας στο Facebook London Greek Radio.